Hey y'all, so I'm checking in for another Young Visionary reflection, and check this out. So I'm teaching on grace to my mentor group, and it has been very interesting and challenging. I'll say interesting because they're getting it, and I love it, but also challenging because one, I didn't plan on going here. It wasn't written in stone, and it was kind of pulled from somewhere. And the way that I operate with my mentor group is I flow with them. So week by week, I see where they're at and apply. And sometimes it's day by day. I try to reapply what life lesson we could talk about. So grace, and I know we could pull from religious aspects and all this stuff, but really grace from this aspect is them receiving grace and them giving grace to other people around them. So it's been interesting conversations. One thing that I am learning is we definitely have to, we definitely have to, we definitely got to be teaching these kids what these words mean. When I asked about grace, and it's totally fine because one of the things is we send our kids to church, but the thing is the basics of what we believe starts at home. We send our kids to school, which is great. And that's the purpose of school. But the basis of, your morals and your character and the foundation of reading and the foundation of mathematics starts at home. And I love the answers I got. What does grace mean to you? Ain't that a church word? Grace, yeah, what you say before you eat. And it's dope, and that's okay. Because they have a basis of it. They know it's a church word, or it's relevant to God, or it's something that's being given, but they don't know how to explain it, or they don't know how to put it into words with details, and they don't know how to really they don't understand the core of it. So that's my job. That's our job as a community, as parents, as teachers, is to take them to the next level. We just can't expect them to have great character and nobody has taught them. We always have this preconceived notions. We always assume that they know it. They don't know it unless they're taught it. So we can't be expecting for the youth pastor to teach it, or the mentor or the teacher to teach it. We got to cover these things inside our households. We got to cover and sit down with our mentees, with our youth groups, with our children, and we got to sit down and teach them the basics. Don't assume that everybody knows every Bible study. Don't assume that every child knows all the alphabet or all their mathematics. No, we need to sit down with the kids and teach them and walk with them through it. It's been an amazing journey. We're not done with the grace lessons, but it's just been an amazing journey. I started off and I asked them what the definition was, and then I looked up the definition. And then one said out of nowhere, it's when you get a second chance. And I saw that there was a connection there, and we just ran with it. Even though that's not the direct definition, I moved the direct definition into where they understood. So you got to meet them where they're at. You got to meet them where they're at, and you got to not leave them there, but meet them there, discuss that, and pull them up. Because if we leave them there, they stay there and they get comfortable there, and then they think they think that they're always right. So every day I've been just very careful of how I apply this, because I just don't want them to feel like they're being churched, or they feel like they're being, especially I have them at the end of the day where they feel like they are being drilled and all this stuff. I want them to want this content. So I have to apply it differently. So I walk in and literally I pause and I be like, I know where I want to go, but how to get there is kind of, depending on how they are each day, it's kind of wishy-washy. So today they went and asked questions to adults about what grace is. And I'm so excited because, sometimes some adults don't share the wisdom that they have. And sometimes you hang out with adults that you don't know their story. So they got to know some of our adult story today. And I am so grateful because it really makes grace tangible to them. They know what grace looks like in real life. It's not just a joke. It's not just this. It's not it. This is real stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these stories and they research their adults today, and then tonight they are going to interview their parents on grace, and then we're going to bring it all together and we're going to have a podcast. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. Talk about their thoughts. We're going to talk about what challenged them. We're going to talk about what different opinions they have. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about these concepts. We need to have these conversations. It's crazy because when I was in high school, I desired of sitting amongst my peers and different adults and just being raw, if that makes sense. Just to be heard, but also to be seen, but also to do some hearing of those that are around me, because we just need to talk sometimes. And I really think that it would be helpful, especially with everything going on. So that is my update for the week, and I pray that you are doing great. And I pray that you're challenging this. We really need to continue to create atmospheres and experiences that our children remember, but will also challenge our children to think and have higher level conversations, regardless of what level they may be on. If they can talk about everything else, they can surely talk about life lessons. All right. So this is all I got. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Have a great day.